one, as I said, was done with mussels that some I painted gold, and one I foiled because that's all the mussels I have. And if you're starting out, I really recommend using larger shells because I think it's easier, and also getting glue that's clear as opposed to this one, which is white. So let me just move these, and I'm going to turn you down. Let me see if I can switch myself and turn you down. And I worked this morning on these seashells. One second, I'm just trying to turn you down. I just want to make sure everyone gets a good view. Sorry, ignore my camera. Yeah, that's a little bit better, I think, right? Lynn, how are you? And Betty is, as usual, she's amazing. And guess what, Betty? I ordered one of the things you sent me yesterday, and I got it this morning, so I haven't had time to wash it. Right now, I'm so busy catching up on Camille's laundry. Oh, Yvonne sent you a bunch? Oh, that's so nice of her. Yvonne is so kind. Now, there's different things that you can use as a base. You can use this one, which is a roundish shell. I did an oyster shell at the bottom, just to try it out. And it does give a different shape. I mean, I could add a few more mussel shells right here, but I've run out. So I guess we need to go to the restaurant and get some more mussels, eat some more mussels, so that we can make some more of these, because I think these would be amazing foiled. And I don't know that I would paint them with the new foils I got. But if we pick some of the iridescent colors, they'll be great. It is a lovely gift. Welcome, Robin. How are you? So with this one, which was my second one that I started, I was so nervous about doing this because I've never glued seashells. I've never done flowers. I'm not much of a crafter, I have to say, although these lives are making me, pushing me to try different things. The other thing you can use is pieces of driftwood. I only have like the rectangular ones. Welcome, Robin. Thank you for joining us. So I don't know if I'm going to use this today, but we'll see. So again, here I started with a flattish oyster shell. Oyster shell. And I'm putting these small, I don't know if you can see them, small tiny seashells. So I'm going to start moving to bigger ones. Now, if you notice here, these were all from Destin, these ones down here. And I sorted them out by color and over here by size. So we'll do these after I finish this one. And we'll see. Now, some woman was recommending that you buy the seashells. I can't say that I agree with her, but you know, if you can get them and wash them yourself, then it's much better. And I'm looking for the seashells that have the ridges. See the ridges on here, as opposed to the flattish ones. Okay, no problem, Betty. So there are a lot of things that you can try, and I am a novice at this. I can't say that I know how to do these, but I just watched her yesterday, this woman, and she did a great job. So I thought I would show you. So I've got some small ones here that have the ridges, and I'm just going to move the smaller ones out of the way. I just want the ridged ones, and move these. Now you can display them like this, obviously a bit fuller, especially if they're colored. And Amber, I will, if Betty comes on, she's perfect at cleaning. If she's too busy, I will post instructions after the live today on how to clean them. But typically I clean these because these have come from a friend of mine, and they're oysters that they've eaten. I scrub them in hot water first, just to remove all the gooey stuff. Then after I scrub them, I put them again in water with a drop of dish soap, just one drop, and with vinegar, and I let them boil. Then I take them out, I throw out the vinegar and the water and the dish soap and water, and I put them back in with just plain water. If they're incredibly discolored, I'll just put a little bit of bleach in the hot water and just leave them for an hour. After that, it is a process. I take them out and I rinse them and let them dry in the sun. And the reason I do a last rinse is because if there's any Clorox left, although you're putting just a drop, you know, it won't impact whatever paint materials you're going to apply here. Hello, Dolores, how are you? Welcome, Lisa, how are you? I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a wonderful day. The weather here in Boston is, as Betty will tell you, rather dull, but can't have sunshine every day. So let's start. I've put my glue gun. My glue gun has two settings, the 60 watts and the 100 watts. And I'm doing the 60 because I don't want to burn myself. So I'll show you how to start them, but let's continue with this one. So you just put some of the glue and you try and overlap the seashells, and try and pick ones that are more or less the same size, and then as you go on to the next row, you will put slightly bigger ones so that they progress in size. Oops. No, I don't think I put enough glue, but I'm putting it here because I know there's glue there. Let me see. And you know, if you have broken ones, it's okay to use those. And I'll tell you why. Because petals sometimes are broken. Oops. So let's put this one there. Let me get some more. I'm just also moving them so that mine are all mixed in. This is a tiny, tiny shell. Look at this, that you can use for the center. So I'm going to put this away. We might use that. Now these are from Sanibel as well. Okay, let's do this one. That one's too big, so we'll put it here. I need a small one here. Let's hope I can find one. This is a broken one, but I'm still going to use it. Let's add a few more. But we need to start moving towards the bigger ones. And again, I'm using the wrong glue. The glue that you should be using should be clear, but I'm a novice at these things. And I can tell you that glue guns are not, I don't think you've seen me use glue guns maybe once or twice. I'm not a glue gun kind of person. Let me see if I can find a few more. And the other thing you can do with these is, one second, they don't have to be perfect. Remember, flowers are not perfect. But open them up. Oops, this one is falling. So let me add this one. And sometimes you may have to hold them in place for a few minutes. I might have run out of the smaller ones. Let me see. These are all a bit bigger. And once they're on, they're hard. This one I don't like the look of. It's got, I'm just putting some alcohol in there. Just to try and get it cleaner. And let me add, let's see if we can get smaller. There's one. It's just a fun project sometimes. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I would agree with you, Betty, but the only thing is that it would take a lot longer on a live. The only reason I'm using a glue gun is because it doesn't take, as long. and it doesn't burn you. But when I started this morning, the glue was taking too long to set up. So I didn't want to, you know, spend the whole live waiting for it to dry. And I'm going to look for one more shell. And I'm going to leave this one. But then after you've removed all the glue boogers, as they call them, I hate how they stick to you. You can brush the tips of these with pigments. And what I want to try and do once I put the last one is give it a few minutes to dry and then add some moss, because I think that might be nice. So let's put some more on here. I'm just going to add the moss at the base so that we can get rid of all the and then maybe one more small one. There's this one. This one is smaller. Now that doesn't look too bad, does it? Oh, thank you, Amber. And as you can see, we've got lots of boogers. I'm using hot glue because it sets up faster for the live. I don't like using glue guns. If I was doing this by myself, which I did do this morning, but it took the glue quite a bit to set up. So that's the only reason, Betty. So let me get a little bit of moss. And you don't need that much. And just paint it. Or you can leave it natural. You can also paint it before you start doing it. I'm just blowing away all the glue stuff. And I've got a whole ton here. And the heat gun should take care of this. So let me just add. Oops. And we'll add the other one as well, the other color. That's it. If I was doing this by myself, without a live, I would do it with regular glue. But because it would take too long to set up, I'm using this. And I tried it this morning, and I didn't really want people wasting their time watching me glue something that, yeah, they are beautiful. Oh, okay. Betty. Hello, Olivia. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm going to add some of this moss as well. Just to give it, I know I'm not supposed to mix colors, but I'm doing it. Okay, let's put this away and let's heat up the moss. And of course, you can paint these. You don't have to use foils, or you don't have to use burning. You can paint before you, oops. That's why I don't like the heat gun. But see, this would make a beautiful shell or flower. If I can stop it from moving. This one is still falling. Thank you for sprinkling. So that's another one. Betty, I don't know if you saw this one first. That started out using, I think it's Well Bond. I can never remember the names of glues. So let me just put this away. I just want to wipe my hand, and I'll show you how to start them. And these are a little bit messy, but you can paint them first, let them dry, and then put them together. You can gold leaf them, you can foil them, and I wouldn't, if it has a dark base, like the scallops, I would not necessarily paint them before foiling. Okay, so let's try using some of these. I think these are called coquillas. Coquillas, I can't remember. But let me put these in here and bring the other ones closer. And this time I'm going to use this as my base. So don't forget, even if the shells are broken, like one of mine was, you can still use it. When I come back, I'll probably sort these out, maybe one of these days. And then let me just clean my area. And the other thing I wanted to do, I don't have water, so I'm just spraying this with alcohol so that it doesn't get stiff, because it's a good paintbrush. One second. Is it conch? I'm not very good with names, Betty. Let me move this, and move this, and move this, and bring this one a little closer. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do with this one is try and find two small shells. This is a bit too big. Let's see, to do the center, and just put them back to back. Okay, and again, as I said, I'm doing this on using a hot glue gun only because of time. So this would be your center. Now you can put an oyster, you can put a pearl inside. I have a pearl, maybe we can use, if I find a tiny one. Is that the tiniest? No, there's one that's tiny. Yeah, this one is tiny. Just for a change, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue here. Just to give it a little bit of something extra. Conch are the spiral one, like these, Betty. Right? Scallops are more like this one. And again, I'm just going to keep adding the small ones. Now some of these purple ones are beautiful, but I'm trying to keep mine a bit neutral. I think these make beautiful flowers. They're my favorite, but I'm not quite sure what they're called. If there's anyone who lives in... I got these from Destin. See? I'm just waiting for it on my screen to see if you can see it well. And let's put some more. Now you can close them up or open them up as much as you want, depending on how you place them and if you push them in or not. Yes, that's true. Conch. Amber, can you say that again? Was that for me? Because I'm not quite sure what you said. These make absolutely beautiful flowers. I wish I'd picked more. I think I need to go to Florida, to Destin, just for this. I'm going to start working with the bigger ones. Oops, one is falling. You just push that in. But just remember, whatever you do, flowers are not perfect. So nor should these. Yeah, they had beautiful shells. Oh, really? Those ones are so pretty, Robin. Look at this. And I have a couple, look at this one and this one, that aren't even opened. Oh, this one just opened, but this one is closed. So I'm saving those for a special something. I leave all the pronunciations to Betty in English. So I'm starting to use the bigger ones. Conch. The first time I heard of conch was when we went, I'm trying to think, there was an island we went to. It wasn't, oh, St. Martin. That was the first time I ever heard the word conch or conch, conch. Whilst I was working on this, I was on the scallop, or not the scallop, the mussel one. My husband was outside working, and I took it out, and the first thing he said to me, "Oh, that's so pretty." Oh, okay, that would be great. And who did that, he said. And I said, I did. You did that? My husband cannot believe that I can do things. Which is fine. I think this one is going to be my favorite one. Oh, okay, that would be good. What are you going to paint it, Amber? We'll do a little bit more. I think this one's falling off. So we'll put it here. Bigger ones. That one's not secure. Oh, Okay, yeah, for outside. Yes, I understand. Look at this. Is that pretty? Shall I add another row? What do you think? Tell me, another row? We can. Robin, why did you stop paint pours? Perfect. Okay, I'm going to leave it to rest. And let's do one with these circular ones that do not have texture. These are not textured. So what should we use as our base? I think we'll use this one. What do you think? And I am tempted to put some more of these on. Should I do the edges with thank you, Amber. Thank you, my friend. Do you think, should I paint this with the moss first and then start adding these? Let me know what you think. And I think I like the idea of the pearls, by the way. Inside. Sure. Oh, no, Betty, please go to Annie. Don't worry, please go to Annie. That's your priority. Please do that. Donna, these I got from Florida, from Destin. There's some that I got from Tunis, from Tunisia. Oh, I'm so glad. So what's the vote? So shall I put some moss here? Nobody's answering. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to do it around the edge. And I'm going to start with the lighter one. And add. Yeah, I'm going to put the pearl. I'm going to use another pearl. I actually think I like using the pearls more than I do the a small seashell. Betty, I think it looks much prettier. And then, you know, I'm not very good with wood cutting. Well, I try. I have learned how to use the machine that cuts like 30, is it 30? That miters, the mitering machine. And but I don't know how to cut the small pieces. But you can place these on a canvas. You can make them smaller and place them on a canvas, and give them stems with the driftwood. Or you can use string pearls for stems. There's so much that you can do. Okay, I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to hit it with the heat gun. Mixed media is amazing. I'm just going to do this. Yes, it is. I would lift this up and use my hand. Let me check if it's dry. Yeah, no, it's not dry. It's hot. But let me see which pearl we're going to use. I want to see how many small shells I have. That one. One, two. Oh, those two. So let me see. I just picked my two center ones. Upside down. Yes, absolutely, you could do that. Those would make great palm trees. Like this. Yes, absolutely. Betty's mind is ticking. So I'm going to put the center one here. And then these two, oops, around it. That's probably the hardest thing you have to do. Look at this so far. Yes, yes. And it's still a bit, the shell is still hot from when I tried to dry it with the heat gun, so I'm just going to give it a couple more seconds. So that one's going, and that's another one I need. Yes, Betty, that would be great. And of course, my shell is still wet. I mean hot, not wet. Okay, so let's get some a little bit bigger. And it's fun if you sit down with your grandchildren to have them sort out small, big. This is one won't work, although the size is good. I'm just going through and picking out some shells that might be the same size I need. Hi Gwen, how are you? Oh, this one's tiny. So I'm just picking out a few, and I wanted this to cool down a bit. So let's do this. Add a little bit more. You know, it's very relaxing doing this. I feel like I'm not doing work. I feel like I'm having fun. And you can make them as big or as small as you want them. Look at this. You can just make small petals. Oh, Gwendolyn. Gwendolyn, your grandson is 31? Yes, they would, absolutely, Betty. No, I meant your young grandsons. Do you not have 4 or 5-year-old grandsons? Oh my God, how old were you when you got married? Yes. Oh, talking of turtles, I've got to show you this. I got this yesterday. I'd ordered it from Hobby Lobby, and this is what gave me the idea of using shells to make flowers. That was my, oops, I'm showing the wrong camera. This was what inspired me to use the shells to create something, to make flowers. So, you know, you can get your inspiration from anywhere. So now that you mentioned turtles, Betty, that's, I had it out here to say that that was my inspiration, but I forgot. Yeah, Pinterest is amazing. Oops, let me just get some more here. But again, if you're doing it quickly, then the glue gun is good. But if you're willing to take time, then use regular glue. Camille, did you get your shirts?
I just checked.
Yeah, they are. They should be. I've got a couple here. Let me see if I can get some more small ones. Or we can start going to bigger ones. Oh, Betty's saying hi. Yes, if you take your time, Aleene's tacky glue, the clear one works for me. This one is a bit too big, so I just removed it. For my art resin, I only watch, he says hi back, Betty. So let's add a few more. And then we'll see what we have. I'm just getting next ones up in size. Yeah, Well Bond is very, very good. It's excellent, actually. But she was asking about Aleene's, and I use Aleene's for my art resin. It does not go outside. Hold on, let me just put another piece of glue. Let me see. Are these for, I don't know, if these, like I said, I don't really use glue guns, but I'm just pulling out a piece of a glue stick because I'm running out here. And I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here and just stick it in. Oops. Oh, don't worry, Donna. This is not sticking well, so let's put that in. Oops, why isn't it sticking? It should be. Did I? Oh, I shut it off. Haha. I wondered why it wasn't sticking. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Donna. This must be where I tried pushing the glue and it wasn't hot. Yeah, and it's not hot here. I haven't given it time to heat up. I'm just adding the bigger ones now. You see it, and I want to add another one here. Oops. And let me I just want to blow the things away without heating up. Oops. And that's what happens when I need to add 2 more. This is still not sticking. It doesn't want to stick. Let me just add this and another one. And here's another one. And I actually like this one as much as I like that one. Aren't they pretty?